Ronald Reckless Ellis. El Bandera Roja, David Benavidez. Now to give instructions, Johnny Callis.
Times, above all, obey my commands at all time. First command is right now, touch gloves. When the bell rings, come out and box.
This is his 300th professional bout, taking on the undefeated David Benavidez. The bell and round one, Benavidez in the red with black and gold, Ellis in the black with white trim. And of course, his nickname is a red flag. But it's Ellis pushing the pace early.
Ellis believes in these first couple rounds, Benavidez
knockouts. Last one against Felipe Romero back in November 2015. So as the competition has improved, so has it been harder for Benavidez to get the early stoppages. And it's Ellis right now working on Benavidez along the ropes. Benavidez blocking some of these shots, but not all of them, Al. 50 pounds, started boxing at 13, and well, he turned
combination punching offense going.
And of course, in his last fight, Benavidez missed weight, but Ellis missed weight in his last fight as well. Planned to move down in weight to the middleweight division. Final 10 seconds of the opening round. A quick start by Ellis.
Time.
We'll take a look at the keys to victory. And for Benavidez, I think he needs to create some high punch output. He's got to keep this fight in the center of the ring and stay off the rope.
Of course, Canelo Alvarez looming large over the 168-pound division. Canelo now has what was the left hook by Benavidez and misses with his sweeping right to sneak through the guard for Ellis. But Benavidez, now both of them with an uptick in their offense here in the second.
And this is the kind of
that he loves to hurt his opponents. He loves it.
Oh, yeah, when they capitulate in the corner. Which, I don't know, the sweet sound of a knockout punch.
Some things offensively.
Ellis has never been down as a pro. 30 seconds left here in the second. Nice counter right hand, a short right, and there's Benavidez beginning to avoid Ellis's shots and really scoring at will.
And we see Benavidez, I mentioned that he lands more jabs than any other 168-pounder, and that one got in, and then Ellis coming back from Benavidez would be impressive. Ellis missing, and then Benavidez getting ready to launch his own shots. And there you see the four-punch combination.
Ronald Gavril, who he beat to win his first title, he was knocked down in that fight, the only time he's been down. And, of course, he then became a two-time champion against Anthony Durrell. But now he's beginning to put it on Ronald Ellis, standing in front of him. Ellis continues to stand.
Well, if we keep getting exchanges like that, it's going to be fun to watch. But Benavidez now landing some big power punches.
It's becoming so fun. He's landing most of them.
And I hear a symphony of leather here at the Fight Sphere, courtesy.
He's got to start going back to that instead of just moving backwards, because Benavidez sooner or later is just
remaining here in the third round, and it's been a good round for David Benavidez. There's a lead right cross by David Benavidez. Backing up again because of Benavidez. Comes in with that left hook. There's a counter right by Ellis. Under 30 seconds left in the third. Double jab by Ellis. Now both fighters throwing punches here in the final moments. A great round for the former two-time 168-pound champion. All right, I talked about
Keep him up, Ronald. Keep him up.
You see what I'm saying?
Says that it's not as easy making weight in this bubble. And speaking of the bubble, you know, everything out of his system, and I think he's doing so.
There's that left hook to the liver by Benavidez.
And we'll likely see that again.
Past the midpoint of the fourth round, Ellis on the ropes, trying to absorb this offense from Benavidez, and Ellis coming forward.
More than a willing participant in this match. You know, the hand speed of Benavidez is on a regular basis.
Speaking of firing, there's some fire to the body by David Benavidez, and in many ways, Ellis may be playing with fire.
Benavidez throws combinations. Ellis comes back with his own. Obviously not being more as effective as Benavidez, but definitely showing that he's still there.
Seen that in this fight.
Right uppercut by Ellis, and then uppercuts on the inside by Benavidez. Some good action here. And Ronald Ellis, we've come to the end of 4 rounds at the Fight Sphere.
Time.
This round was much better, much better. Breathe nice and deep.
Juan. Good kiddo. Hey.
Round number 5 scheduled for 12 in the 168-pound division.
Which is faint. He's fainting a little bit to Benavidez, and he has him thinking with that.
In the arenas, but a fight like this, the sounds speak for themselves.
Keep them up, both of you. Keep them up.
Yeah, good.
Great body work, great
clipped,
jab.
Yeah, clipped Benavidez, but then Benavidez chopping left hand and a right. Minute and a half. Man, Benavidez sitting down.
And just a little more lateral movement from Ellis in this round.
By Ellis.
And they're both open for that uppercut. I've seen Benavidez land it a few times, and as well. And there we see the good work from Ellis with that jab. But it's always Benavidez who goes in there and always finishes with the combinations. But
Predator against one of the best at 168.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. Remember, Benavidez said he would have him out before round 6 ended. So we'll see. There's still some time to go here in round 6.
But you have to like the countenance, the attitude of a Ronald Ellis, Abner.
Yes, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And I've been saying this since the
Line of
last.
fire, Benavidez putting it on him now with these body shots, left uppercut, but Ellis's move, and there was a veteran move of Ellis. I talked about Romero holding in our opener, but Ellis there feeling the power of Benavidez and then trying to hold on, but now Benavidez at the right distance here, Abner. He is teeing off on Ellis.
Yeah, he definitely is teeing off. He's landing those inside.
Remember, Ellis has never been down as a pro and showcasing They get into the second half of this 12-round affair.
You cannot take that
Well,
many punches.
43 punches, and we'll see some examples of some of them, and a lot of them were power-packed as he got Ellis on the ropes, trying to rip the uppercut and working the body and the head.
And he's doing that while he's standing in the southpaw. Oh, well, now he turned right.
Yeah, I mean, and right hands to the head of Ellis, who kind of turned away from him. That was a point in the round in which we thought maybe Ellis was getting ready to go down. And Benavidez landed some big shots. I mean, those are monstrous right hands.
In December 2019, won a 10-round majority decision against Emmanuel Akeem. And in that fight,
Yeah, he hasn't been able to land the right as much as he wanted, Ellis.
He realized quick that wasn't the move. And now we got Benavidez, cornering him, backing him up with those inside punches. Those are the best ones, especially
round success of Ellis. It's been all Benavidez. He'll give you 3 shots, but then in this fight.
Benavidez telling us that his favorite was in the keys too, the jab and the body shots, and yet doing a good job of headhunting here as well.
Increased the number of jabs exponentially in the last.
And I like what Steve Farhat said as usual about the.
Yeah, he'll definitely let you land 1 or 2. He'll come back with his own. Oh, beautiful
Solid right hand by David Benavidez. 45 seconds. Right hand to the body. Benavidez. Well,
Break. Time.
Those are 2 monstrous jabs, and he continues with the jab. He's just more jabs per round than any other super middleweight, and he uses the jab there to set up the right hand, and that was just a huge right hand. He's landing some big power punches against Ronald Ellis and follows up with a lead right hand.
We gotta go.
round number 8, the double tough Ronald Ellis is loaned to 24. Lots to learn, right, Abner?
Yes, he's still he just turned 24 this December 17th fighter. He's maturing. I mean, it's not easy. He became world champion.
Ellis is 3-1 with 2 draws.
Benavidez in this fight is willing to walk in on a straight line, not even moving his head. Not what doesn't he do offensively?
Wow, there it is again. Lead left hook and a right cross.
That body shot hurt him. He's got to throw it again. That body shot definitely hurt him.
Right uppercut, another uppercut, and now David Benavidez pouring it on Ronald Ellis.
And he's still fighting back, which
Yep.
is astonishing.
30 seconds. Ronald Ellis maybe put some respect on his name regardless of the outcome here. Ellis has earned it. 20 seconds left in the 8th. Seconds of the 8th. Ellis finds himself along the ropes. And there's a blizzard of blows from Benavidez as we go to round 9.
We're not going to let you get hurt.
Hey, you hear me? Listen, look.
Concerned about Ronald Ellis in that corner by the ring officials is because of this. I mean, he took so many shots. 3 straight uppercuts by Benavidez, who, by the way, landed 56% of his punches in the last round. I mean, it was a brilliant round for Benavidez.
He throws every punch with power. It's not. He sets him up really nice, but it's most of power punches. Beautiful body punch there. He's trying to go for it again. But he's not satisfied with just the body punch.
Well, because of the fact that he lost his title on the scale the last time around, and because all of the champions seem to be in unification mode, he talks about those big fights, and we mentioned at the top of the telecast again the responsibility of the corner and how much they care for their fighter. Courage Shabalala telling him that, you know, he's going to give you one more.
10 coming up, right? 10?
What round is it?
10 coming.
This evening by knockout. He was the man that Ellis beat to win the Golden Gloves championship. So
David Benavidez' technique here in round 11, Abner. He is hitting the body, the head. He is just strafing. See what his corner does, because they've warned him before. If he continues to take head punishment, they're going to pull the plug on this fight.
Won earlier this evening by knockout. He was the man that Ellis beat to win the Golden Gloves championship. So he's watching this going, oh, he's, you know.
Yeah, and a big win for Terrell Gauthier to kick off the night, and a big display of David Benavidez' technique here in round 11, Abner. He is hitting the body, the head. He is just strafing Ronald Ellis, and you wonder, referee Callis, the corner, watching very intently with Ellis pinned in the corner, and now Benavidez unloading on Ronald Ellis, and Ellis, the veteran move.
Indication that we're getting ready for the end of this match.
Man, he is fighting fire with fire.
He learned a lot from this fight. He showed a lot. He showed heart.
He's so devastating when really it should be a more and more learning experience. Ronald Ellis has earned his bones in this fight tonight.
Losing this fight doesn't mean his career's over. Yes.
Great stoppage by the referee. And you know,
there's no sense.
Fight it, but what a performance by David Benavidez. And you know what, Ronald Ellis?
Great performance.
Great performance.
El Bandera Roja, David Benavidez.
Boy, it started really well for Ronald Ellis. He won the first round on all 3 cards. On Don Trella's card, he didn't win another round.